Are we moving?
So beautiful.
Are we moving?
It's so weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You gotta say a prayer. Psalm 100, verse 4. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. We'll pray. Thank you, Father. We thank you for your son. We thank you for Yeshua. We thank you for Jesus. We do enter your gates with praise every single day, and we enter this stream with praise. We love you, Lord. Open people's eyes to see and ears to hear the things that we're trying to warn about. And we thank you for all the warnings that you give us in the Holy Book. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I am Lead Tracker E, and this is Jerry Williams, also known as Lead Horse Choctaw. We have 4 Facebook groups: the Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas, the Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman and Son Center and Database, the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, and the Lead Tracker E page, and there's a link for that one in the chat. We also have our book, The Predator. Oh, sorry, and that's the Lead Tracker E channel right there.
1476, all lowercase.
If you will, go like and subscribe that channel, and hit like also on this live stream tonight. That makes a big difference. But there's a lot of things on that channel that we share with this channel. They are accompanying channels. We also have our book, The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, and the Spanish version. Thank you to CT and Jose and Tanya Marquez for that one. The Pai Grande, El Depredador y El Sendero del Guerrero, Espiritual. And also Tanya Marquez is translating our newest book, Bigfoot Gifters, and we're so grateful for her. The woman's a genius. And we're very grateful for that.
We believe that that has been fully translated, and if we got a message, so if it is, and we're going to try to get that up tonight, so that that book also is out in Spanish. So
we want our Spanish-speaking friends to be safe also.
Have just as much information as everybody else.
And
also our Bigfoot documentary, it's $55 by itself. And it has, of course, Bigfoot's in there. We've captured those on video, photos. We also show you places where these things are going to be at, places that we don't want people going. So we showed you where these places are. And even though we went in there, we were we had a lot of protection with us, especially guides. So, but in the video, it teaches you quite a bit and shows you the locations of places that you will find these creatures and their hiding spots or their ambush areas. Places we don't want people going, but we do have it in the DVD for you to see and learn from. And it goes with the Predator Bigfoot book. The Bigfoot, uh, the book, the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path book, um, tells you about these places and what to do when you encounter. But the DVD shows you where these places are and what to do while you're there. And so and you can also get our book off Amazon. It's $25, or you can order through us and get an autographed book, which a lot of people have. It's $25 plus $5 shipping and handling. It usually costs about $7 to ship it out, but we only charge $5 for that.
The Kindle version of the Predator Bigfoot is also, and the Spanish version. We have just reduced the price on the Kindle version.
And the Kindle version is $15.99 on that book. Also, right now we are having a special for both. Either or the Spanish version or the Predator Bigfoot English version, and autographed book with a Predator Bigfoot documentary. And that documentary you're not going to find anywhere else except for here. For the total of $55.
So basically, you would get
You're
one
getting a free
book for
book.
free.
You're
Yeah.
getting a free book.
Yeah.
Also, our new website. You can type in predatorbigfoot.com, and that will take you to many links of where to get the book, the documentary. The new book is being posted on there as well. And as soon as we can, we're going to get the Spanish version up on that book. And
thank you to Night Stars for setting up that website for us. And she did a beautiful job with it, and she keeps it updated.
And there's many links on there on the playlist. What the Indians say, the Bigfoot DNA, spiritual house cleansing, all these important links you can find on the web page as well.
And you can also find them in a playlist on the Lead Tracker E channel and in this channel, I believe.
Tracking Miracles Encounters.
That's a book. I mean, that is a segment on the Lead Tracker E channel that is exactly about that. We want to keep track of the miracles and the encounters with God, the ways that His divine intervention and divine orchestration have helped us or pulled us out of bad spots. Or there's some amazing stories on there already, and we'll get to more of those. We've just been extremely busy, but go catch up on those stories if you haven't already heard them. We also have Standing Feather Stories. Those are Jerry's, the stories of Jerry's journeys across the world, and a lot of the things that led us to where we are right now. The stories behind the stories, from Standing Rock, these things that you never heard on the front side of the news. We also have
trackers, the new Warrior Tracker Training Candidate Course, January 21st through April 21st, our 4-month course. We may have room for one more, maybe two, because we're still waiting on a confirmation between one or two. And if they're not going to be able to, then we may have one or two more spots, but we're not going over that. That's reaching the entire limit that we can host with the video StreamYard that we have at the moment. So if you are interested, and we know you well enough that you let us know, because you still may have time to get in. We got 7 days until we begin, and once we begin, that door's shut. So we only let one person come in late, but he caught up fast, and that was 1-7. So And here's a copy or the new book cover for the Bigfoot gifters. This book is out on Amazon right now for $20. Also, the Kindle version that's out also. This is the Kindle version. It's for $9.99 on Kindle on demand. So it's a very important book, and things that we're going to be talking about tonight has to do with this book. That well, both books. And if you got both books, you understand how important and how they go together. Now, this is an excerpt from the bigger book, which is entitled
Vessels of Hope.
Vessels of Hope versus Agents of Darkness. And that book is we're still working on. But the gifters, we need to get that chapter, that section out quickly because of these channels that we're going to be even talking about tonight. And what we've been talking about, that these people just don't know what they're doing, and they're encouraging other people to gift. And I always wonder where they get the idea to gift, but then once they do this, the idea to share it to another one. And that these people who are gifting, who are telling people to gift, are not having close encounter interaction. A lot of people who call interaction is hearing a wood knock a mile down the road, or seeing a shadow or something. That's not an interaction. That's a glimpse.
When up close, they're terrified.
And when if you're up close, you see the size and teeth and claws and things like that. You did something wrong because this thing come up to you. So this book is out on Kindle, and this one is out on Amazon. Paperback is it's an excerpt from the big book that we're working on, but this had to be put out
right
fast, immediately,
part of a series
to help people because they're just not, they don't understand. But this book also, once you read this book, you're going to understand there's more to this than what anybody has been putting out there. And this book is the only one that has that information in it.
And then we also are working on a children's book with full illustrations and in color. Excited about that. The original was going to be black and white, but what kind of children's book would that be? So that's almost done. We're clipping right along on that.
Almost done.
Finishing the illustrations on that. So we know a lot of people are excited about it. What else? Ways to support the channel. Become a Patreon member, Cash App, PayPal, old-fashioned snail mail, and all that's in the description box. Super chats, and to like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you watch the ads, we don't get that much from the ads. I don't think we can even monetize these ones like this, but those are ways you can support the channel.
Even when we monetize the channel, I mean, a stream like this, I think it's 68 cents, or maybe I don't even think it's $1, but
for a month.
For monetization that YouTube gives is not hardly anything.
Yeah, so we don't freak out if they don't let us monetize because we use a clip of.
Yeah, because it's not enough to be worried about. So.
But everything that we use tonight is fair use for educational purposes.
That's what I was going to make.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate the support, and looks like Cuban there is supporting.
Oh, thank you, Q. We sure appreciate you.
And we do appreciate everything that's donated to help us keep doing what we're doing. It is a lot of work that we're doing. We're doing things almost every. We just eat, sleep, and do work.
But we love it.
Trying to get, we love it. Getting everything out, and there's still more things that we have to do. We're still getting ready for the class. We got the books coming out. We got to work on that. Plus, we help with other people who call us and talk to us about information that they need. So we're
sometimes literally need physical help that they can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this is a tracker channel. It's not an entertainment channel. So
mind the moderators.
Mind the moderators. The moderators will block you. They will kick you out of the room if there's any foul languages or trying to start a conversation that doesn't relate to the topic. Like tonight, you can talk about what's going on in the video, but don't start talking about how you went camping 2 weeks ago and
Yeah, we want to stay focused on the video.
Stay with what we're talking about. Just a warning, because the moderators will kick you out, because that's trying to get people in the chat to think about something else than what we're talking about. And there's other channels for that. Other channels love to have you talk about moths being pie and the color of the new Coke can. There's plenty of channels like that. So
welcome everyone, new and long time, and we're glad you're here.
We're gonna do the comments now. Say hello, then we're gonna get started. We're gonna enjoy this night. Well, every Watching Wednesday is where we get to critique other people's work, or what they're doing wrong, and if they're doing things right, we also
we'll agree with them.
We'll agree with them if they're doing something right. But if they're doing something wrong, we want you to know that they're doing something wrong, so that you don't do the same thing, which is very dangerous.
The whole point is keeping people out of danger
and keeping people safe, your family safe,
and to keep people from giving terrible advice.
Yeah. You don't want to get advice from someone who's never been face to face or has not seen these things, or a multiple at one place. Because a lot of people think that there's just one there, but if you see one, there's a group, there's troops out there.
And most people have been taught wrong. I was once one of those people.
Many people are taught wrong, and they're still being taught wrong. Here, you're going to get the plain hard truth, and it's just to keep you safe.
So while we have fun with it, we're not really trying to hurt anyone's feelings or pick on anyone overly, but we've still got to we have a purpose and a point.
Mm-hmm.
So
JR is first.
JR says, knock, knock, who's there? Where's my what? Where's my cookie? I eat you instead. That's exactly right.
That is, gifters, you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a knock joke, but it's no joke.
Yeah.
Cube says, you beat me instead of Lorna, LOL. That's it. A gift with benefits. The ad on Tasty Gifter.
It sure is. It sure is. There's Lorna. Tracker Lorna. She said
and we
hello.
tease about them having a competition, but they don't really. They're just excited to get into the room, and we appreciate it.
Everybody say hello to each other.
Blanquito's here again.
Blanquito is back. Good.
There's
Kelly of the Most
Kelly.
High.
How you doing, Kelly?
Good to see you, Kelly. And if you didn't watch the stream right before, didn't make it, please go back and watch that.
Joyce. Hey, Joyce. Blessings to you.
All right, Joyce. Good to see you. Look who's here.
Tanya
and Jose. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Saludos.
Todo familia.
We were bragging on you a minute ago.
Yeah, we sure were.
Bob is here.
Bob. All right, Bob.
Welcoming everyone.
All right. Welcome to all the interested followers. Good.
Lots of blessings between everyone. There's Graybeard back.
Good job, Graybeard. We're glad you're here. He's always got some words of wisdom. He's always helping out.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Everybody's saying hello to each other. Hello, Lorna, Joyce. People say hello to Las Venturas.
Yes, up to that channel too. Graybeard says they Las Venturas. You've been getting some good videos lately. They work hard.
And Graybeard said he wish he spoke Spanish. Start little, start small, work your way up. Especially if you do the alphabet, learn the alphabet and how, like, the Y, it sounds like an E. And when you're saying the words, you understand that you're not saying, what's the word with Y? Like the word and, it means it's just a letter Y, but you'd say E, like Tanya E. Jose.
And I heard the other day or saw an ad that they have little earphones that can translate right then when you hear something. Q put in the link to the new book. Thank you, Q. Tanya says thank you. Too great. Cube's dropping those links. We thank you for that, Cube, and it says welcome to the newcomers.
And there's Tracking Bush and Predators Australia. Tracking Bush Predators Australia.
Good, good,
That's
good.
Cubinator's Facebook group. Go and join that one.
He works very hard.
And he breaks down a lot of the information that you need out there.
Patiently.
And there's Lead Tracker East and welcome. And Psalms 104.
100 verse 4.
100 verse 4.
Kelly says, prayers, peace, love, and light to all. Night Stars is back.
Where's that? There's
and we say back because we had a very short stream a little while ago.
Yeah. Appalachian Mountain Man is back. All right. What's he say?
I'm not sure.
If these things lead to a very high velocity and a fast rate of gifting, is there repercussions from others like them? Are you talking about repercussion from other gifters?
I think he's talking about if you have to take one down, does it cause more problems than it solves? And then he actually retracted that.
Okay. Where we at? Okay, how about that? You see, if I gift these
things led at a high velocity.
Why would you gift in the first place?
No, baby. No.
I'm not sure.
Jerry, he means he's
if I gift,
he's putting it in a. He's saying if he has to take one down.
But he says if I gift these things,
led at a high velocity.
All right, I'm not understanding something.
Pew pew.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to find a way to put it that the algorithm won't.
Okay.
Give a problem.
We shadow shoot and things like that. We let them know don't get close to us.
We do know.
And we do know
those
they travel
that have had to do that to protect their family, and the only repercussions were from shady humans because they let people know about it, and those in authority came and collected all the evidence. So when people are whining and saying, where's the evidence? Well, the evidence gets collected.
And also, whenever you do, if you have to put one of these things down, don't call anyone for help. I mean, you may wink, wink, message some trackers.
But don't expect
if you leave it out there, it's going to be taken because they are carnivores. So that body is going to be eaten anyway.
Just like a lions would do.
And that's why if you do have some high velocity action, that these things don't want to be wounded because they will be eaten if they're bleeding or wounded. They will eat each other or eat the smaller ones given a chance. So the repercussion hasn't been there. The only time repercussion or anything kind of happens like that is when it's a peaceful trying to deterrence. I mean, as far as shooting at them with, say, buckshot, that's not going to hurt them. Once they know that that weapon is not too dangerous, they'll come in. But if you got something that will knock them down,
have a good reason for doing it, like for survival, and also
if they're around your home.
Yeah,
these are predators.
Don't go looking for trouble. We're not hunters.
Yeah, we're not hunters. We don't go out hunting them. But if they're around our area,
you just want to move them away from your land.
We deter them from our area.
But we wouldn't hesitate, and we don't want any of our trackers to hesitate.
No, don't ever hesitate.
If need be, just like with a human intruder. If you feel threatened, do what you need to do.
Kelly says that she has found some
odd tracks in
the snow today. Good job, Kelly. If you got any photos, let us know.
Send them to us. Joyce says, let me know how that gifting works out for you, Appalachian Mountain Man.
Yeah, because if you have to, you let us know also.
Cube says there is always repercussions from the predator Bigfoot. but you still do what you need to do. Don't let you know what's your choice. What's your
Yeah.
choice? If they're coming after you or coming after a family member, you what? And say stop.
So if you do, they don't want to mess with someone who's got something that's going to put them down.
Don't hesitate to defend yourself and your family if need be, but don't go looking for trouble either.
They don't mind messing with someone who shoots at them with a BB gun. Yeah, you shoot at them with a BB gun, expect them. But if you got something that is going to put them down, they don't want that. They're going to go find something else or somewhere else.
Appalachian says, Cube, the dark side never plays fair, do they? No, they do not. Cube agrees. Joyce says she would try prayer first, always walk out, every day from the beginning.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of atheists would be praying first if they get a good look at these things.
Oh, yeah. Always have God with you. Don't be a pretend follower.
Yeah. Kelly says both books rock. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. Oh,
she wants to know if there's a digital version of the DVD. She doesn't own a TV or a DVD player.
It's
maybe able to figure something out.
Maybe we can change the format, but right now it's in a Blu-ray form. We'll see what we can do.
We'll see if we can figure it out.
I'm sure we can change the format on it for you.
Karen Clayton says, howdy. Hi, Karen.
Karen Clayton. How you doing, Karen? Is it our first time to meet with you, Karen? I don't know if the name sounds familiar.
No, I don't think so. Okay. But if you haven't been in here, it's been a while, and we apologize.
Deborah Mueller.
Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Deborah is the reason we'll get to watch this tonight without commercials.
Yep, we joined her family.
Very generous.
We're able to watch now without commercials.
Las Venturas says, I just want to tell you guys that the book in Spanish is ready.
All right, all right.
Wow, you worked fast.
We're going to get that up tonight. After this, we're going to go right to work on that. We're going
to go to Kindle and yay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And you worked hard and got that done quick.
You are helping to keep the Spanish speaking people safer. Thank you so much.
And also, Deborah, if you do, we still have one slot that we've been saving for somebody.
We're not sure. I'm interested to see which one ends up with it.
So if you would like to be in the next tracker course, let us know, because we do have that one spot. Appalachian can't do it, and we didn't hear back from Jamie yet. So there's
or Judy.
Or Judy. So there's one possible, but we can fit one in for sure. We just don't want to go over that amount.
Thank you again, Q.
Keith says, woohoo! Thank you, Las Venturas. All right.
Tracker Lorna says, looking forward to the children's book too. Oh, yeah. It's exciting. And actually, we just got a couple of new ideas today that are going to add to it and make it even better.
And Night Stars is clapping, and Cubinator, thank you for that donation, man.
Deborah Mueller says, at that cash.
At that cash. There you go.
Tracker Lorna says, thank you, Q. Night Star says, you're awesome, Q. We agree. Graybeard says, you sure have a great group of friends with you, Jerry and Ella, and that includes you, Graybeard.
Yeah, you're right in there too.
Cube says, I try Night Stars. Cube says, mind the moderators, LOL, slightly. Rita's Roost says, hello, chat. Hi, Rita. That's a new name.
How you doing, Rita?
As long as you behave yourself, you're welcome here.
Sure are.
Good to see you. Graybeard says,
she says that she will mind the monitor. Good, good.
Hi, Rita, and everyone else I missed.
Everybody's saying hello to Rita.
She says, I am new. My first few minutes here, I will mind the moderators. Good, thank you.
Oh.
We're glad you're here. More hellos, more hellos. Cube says, everyone whom has had a face-to-face with the predators understands what these creatures are. Yes.
Yes, because that's when you understand you are the food. And when you understand you are the food, there's nothing that's going to take that away.
Rita says, I think I always love the name Rita. It's very pretty. Says, I think your channel was suggested for me because I listen to lots of Bigfoot channels.
Oh, good.
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 Oh, like you're talking like a YouTube suggestion. Well, good. Glad you're here.
Oh, wow.
We're
That's a first.
not going to sound like a lot of other YouTube channels that you hear, but this is a special segment tonight where we review other channels, or videos, not the channels, just individual videos. Graybeard says an awesome feeling. Appalachian says, Rita, how many chickens do you have?
The roost.
Kelly says, yes, it is Graybeard so free. Graybeard says, Rita, here is not the Woods Brother type content. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, he's saying that we're not Bigfoot lovers here.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you the truth.
Lyrical Jazzy says, hey everybody.
Tracker J.
Tracker J and Holly.
Good to see you, everybody. She says, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back. Oh.
Lyrical Jazzy says, but only for a little while till bedtime. Then it'll just be mom, lol. It's okay. It's okay. You can catch up later.
And Holly, too. There you go.
Cube says, Hallie Toe and Oseo Holly.
Everybody saying hello to each other.
Graybeard says, lead, not lead, lol. English is fun. Lead, not lead.
Yeah, there you go.
English is fun. Yeah, we also call it sometimes our stone, like David and Goliath.
Yeah, yeah.
Rita says, LOL, we got it after a bit. Cube says, oh, I misunderstood also, Appalachian Man, my bad.
Yeah, I did too.
He says, thanks everyone. Rita says, anyone in here from my state, Arkansas? If Judy was in here, she's in Arkansas.
Graber says he's from the Ozarks.
Beautiful state. We're not that far from Arkansas. She says she always behaves herself. Elastic Machinery is here. This is his favorite night of the week.
There's Danette.
Danette is here.
All right.
And we're caught up.
All right. Elastic Machinery. All right. I didn't see. There you go.
I have my drink. Instead of coffee, I have ginger, cloves, star anise. Thank you, Tanya. Cloves, ginger, and there's one more thing. Cloves, ginger, star anise, lemon juice. You gotta have a sweetener, but boy, is it delicious.
Okay, so and also, Danette, if you missed that first stream, if you'll go back and watch that for the tracker course,
it'll give you the list.
I'll give you the list of what you're going to need for the course. So, but tonight we're going to be talking about, and this just kind of come up on the television because we was just looking for a.
Excuse me.
And that's the way it's been. You know, if we're talking about watching Wednesday, we'll turn the TV on to YouTube and
we don't have to search.
We don't have to search. We're like, well, who's this? And we're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of what we're talking about right here.
And there's so many out there that don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Usually the title catches us.
Yeah. I think one of them was Bigfoot Chose Me or something.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about that one tonight too. And Bigfoot something.
Good. Rita says, I am not a Bigfoot lover. The thought of them terrify me.
If you ever see one of these things.
And I'm not saying good that they terrify you. I'm saying good that you realize they're dangerous.
Yeah. The Appalachian Mountain Man's, Elastic Machinery says, hey, Tracker Lorna and Tracker Joyce. Happy to you all. Happy to see you again. Cube. Funny seeing you're here. Hey, Maz and Ella and Jerry. All right. Everybody saying hello to Elastic. All right. So this person here, and we didn't know who this person was, and we still really don't know for sure. But
we did have someone send us a message earlier today.
I think one of our friends sent us some information on an email about this person, but we're not really.
We asked him to wait and share that towards the end of the stream, but we didn't know it when we were already working on this.
And some of y'all may know this person. Just about every time we do something, someone says, "Oh, I know who that is. That's personal." Or not know them, but I know that channel and what they do.
Karen Clayton is Sam Quentin under Ross's tracking page. Sam, you put up some great posts. Glad you're here.
Wow,
so Sam is also in Australia, I believe.
Welcome, Sam.
Yours are some of my favorite posts on that page. Well done.
Now is Sam, and well, I always have to ask: are
Male
you
or
a
female?
male or female?
Yeah.
I
'Cause
mean,
there could be
you don't have to
Samantha. You're
say.
right. You're right.
We just don't want to be disrespectful.
We don't
like,
want to call you one or the other if
yeah,
you're not.
like when Jamie come on, we didn't know for sure.
Yeah.
But Jamie's a man, a manly man.
A manly man.
Manly man is how he put it. But
a
we,
tracker. Sam is a tracker.
yeah.
And a good one.
I'm gonna see if I can plug in the power, and I hope this don't mess things up.
We don't want to have to push that phone every 30 seconds like we did last time.
And I hope it don't mess it up. I hope it don't mess it up. I hope it don't mess it up.
We'll see. But we got our pointer sticks at the ready.
Okay. And so this first part we're gonna do we did a little bit of clipped a video apart, and there it went. I sure hope that if we leave it off, it's okay.
Trouble is, if we plug the phone in, it just jacks something up. We don't know why.
The second part, we may have to do that because
and then we got to touch the phone every 30 seconds physically so that we can keep it from going out. Sorry about that. While you wait, click like if you would, please.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it, but at least we got a big spot this time.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's listen to the wisdom first, because this woman's going to give us some wisdom. Well, her wisdom. She's going to give her wisdom. It's not our wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. So listen to what this person is talking about.
Which we're sure most of you have heard before from people.
Yeah. I would push it right here every time. That big circle, big square. All right, let's listen to what this person is talking about.
And this is
the advice that I would give that I've seen the most results with is finding the frequency of gratitude within yourself for everything that's surrounding you, everything in your life. Just be in that gratitude. Like, I mean, and like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you will find results, because that's what happens. Every huge interaction that I have, I am always in a space of gratitude, in that frequency. Like, I will put myself, literally go frequency of gratitude, and go and feel it and create that within my body and my heart, and just feel it and be like so thankful. Like, I can feel it in every cell of my body when I do that, and boom, they come and they honor that with their presence. Like, it's amazing. So that would be my advice on how you can strengthen your connection to Sabe. And if you'd like to find out how to engage in embodying frequencies, I would be more than willing to connect with you guys and strengthen your connection to yourself and to nature, and to have live interactions, because you guys, boom, it's amazing.
Because boom, it's amazing. This person is saying, just be thankful. Just be thankful, and you're gonna have a good time out there. Everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna have interactions. You're gonna, it's amazing, is what she's saying. These interactions are amazing, is what she's saying.
Scott entered the room with an eye roll.
This person has never had a face-to-face. This person has never been up close. If you've been with us on a lot of interviews where people have had those interactions, they're not as cheerful as this person is. They're not saying, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you."
Frequency drastically lowers.
Your frequency is we're connecting here. They're not. When you know your food, when this thing is looking at you and you know your food, you're not saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, or you're not trying to hand it a candy bar.
Yeah.
That's dessert. If for later.
Yeah. After, you might throw your candy bar and run.
You might throw it or make it look like a gun or something. You might try to do something like that, but you're not going to be saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate everything.
Can we put up Scott's eye roll?
Uh, what's that?
Okay.
Yeah. Soon as Scott K. Yeah, there's Scott. So he's letting everybody know.
Tracker Lorna says, "What?" Deborah Mueller says, "Oh, the woo-woo frequency."
Mhm.
Yeah, and like people will say, "No woo," meaning no, there's nothing spiritual about them, but there is, but not in this airy fairy kind of way
Yeah,
that,
not
that
this.
she thinks. Scott says Sabe is a made up name. We were talking about that earlier. If they say Sabe, we're automatically.
Don't listen to them. And don't blame the Indians. We didn't
Walk
make
away.
We didn't make no word up like that.
Walk away. Cube says she's a new ager. Sounds that way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Cube and I were both new agers in the past, and we can spot them so quick. And by now, all y'all can too.
Also, New Agers, they're not God led.
No, they have a form of godliness.
They're not. God's
but
not their first go to.
No,
They're using.
they're trying to replace
Reiki,
God with
they're
everything else they can think
of. Tarot cards. They're using Ouija boards. They're using everything except the Bible.
God doesn't require all those tools to have a connection with him. He simply does not, or to answer questions. Rita says, shaking my head. We agree. Yeah. Joy says, new age garbage.
I'm glad everybody's just got on this already.
Appalachian says, whoa, pump the brakes. Kelly says, LOL. Bob says she is the girlfriend of a certain Sasquatch promoter from Alberta, Canada. That's what we learned today.
That's what we heard.
And we were like, we didn't know that. We heard that title, Bigfoot Chose Me, on one of the things caught our eyes, and we were like, okay, here's the one.
And so thank you for that confirmation. We didn't know that
about her, but let's see. And that person would be Todd Standing. So and we have issues with the way he does things.
Yeah,
Elastic Machinery says, I mean, that just sounds like being gracious. No Bigfoot needed.
Mm-hmm.
Night Star says the woo-woo frequency, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Elastic Machinery says, Bob, no. Yep.
No.
Yep. It doesn't surprise us though.
And that's what we heard too.
Bait.
Because we didn't know who this person was. Somebody said, I think that's so and so, Todd Standing's girlfriend, or but he also told us that that Todd had a blonde-headed girl, Tatiana, who he would make her or get her to drink a lot of water so she would urinate in the area where these predators were to try to draw them in and use her as bait. Mm-hmm. And I heard that he used this girl and sent her out by herself as bait to try to have them eat or
publicity
or mate with her.
But he may not think that's what's going to happen, but by now, I don't know, it's just ignorant, it's dangerous, and it's downright evil to use someone like bait.
Don't ever, if anybody wants to use you as bait, I mean, if they take you out there and leave you, say that they're going to go off into the woods, you're being used as bait, especially women.
Mm-hmm.
If you're with a group, and all the guys go and walk off, they're using you as bait. They're using those girls, multiple girls, or just one, but they're still using that group of women as bait. So always remember that. And
they'll they want you to leave your scent. They want you to leave your feminine pads. They want you to come when you're on. And we recommend don't go into the woods when you're on your cycle.
Yeah.
That's foolish. Teach your daughters not to do that. Yeah. It's sick. Elastic Machinery says, not really, right? A certain hunting guide. Yep.
Before that, Cuban says she wouldn't be saying grateful had she been to my it's a training area and last Sunday evening, far out, shaking my head. He
charged someone that we know and that we went tracking with only once or twice.
But they charged the person that
$3,000.
We took a person out and for free
to teach her,
and Todd charged her $3,000
and took over a year to do it.
and took over a year to do that, and
And he encourages women to
urinate
use
and
like. And listen,
to
this
draw
was an
them in,
elderly
to bait.
woman. This was a tiny, tiny elderly woman that absolutely no excuse for that. We have zero respect for that person. Not the woman, but Todd.
Yeah.
Grace says, would you give that advice to someone who is going swimming with the sharks? Thank you.
Yeah.
JR says, Grateful Dad. That would have been a great title.
Yeah.
But we don't want to curse her or anything. Kelly says, grateful until they're right behind you, and calling on the Most High is the only way out. Yeah. People giving Graybeard a thumbs up. Appalachian did. Jamie Alanis says, thank you, human. You were delicious. Right.
Yeah.
Cube says, she wouldn't be so enthusiastic had she been at my, oh, you just read that one. Had she been at my tracking area 1 last Saturday evening, no vibes would have changed the mood of those creatures.
Oh, yeah.
Sam says, fellow Aussie, my real name is Karen, aka Sam. Thank you for liking our pics. Oh, okay. Okay. So we can call you Karen.
Okay.
Scott says, well, if she is the girlfriend, she must be an expert. Oh yeah. in something, in good vibes.
In something.
Elastic Machinery says they worship themselves as a self-god, little g, big goofy. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Demonic. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Rita. Elastic Machinery says, oh, good. I thought maybe it was Steve, the hunter guy who reads emails. No, he's married. He says, on the hunt, something like that, had a really cool app. Yeah, but he calls Sabe. He's all over the place. We've sent information. Either. Our trackers have sent information to him, and he's still going, I wonder what. I wonder what.
I'm guessing my opinion is.
Sorry, I know a lot of you probably like him, and he may have been okay in the beginning. I even listened to him in the beginning, but
when you don't listen to,
he's not really looking for the information.
He's not. He's
and he also thinks Politis is a stand-up guy. Bob says, yes, he let her go out there camping alone. Yep.
Wow. See, we didn't see that episode, but
what you see tonight will get y'all riled.
Yeah, that too. She didn't learn from that. She's doing almost the same thing.
Appalachian says, if she ever connected to God in prayer and get caught up in the Holy Spirit, she would know grateful then. That's true.
Yeah.
Right. I got chills on that. Joyce says, right, Appalachian Mountain Man. Cube says, Todd Standing, not right in the head. He ain't right in the head. I hear right. That sounded like a Southern U.S. thing there, Cube.
Yeah.
Jamie Alanis says, Todd Standing, that's insane. When there's a disaster like a killing, what's he going to say to authorities?
Yeah, you're right.
Wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault.
They didn't have the right intention.
They signed a
release.
Yeah. And I bet he does make him sign a release.
Does.
Elastic Machinery says, shame on you, Todd. Robbing the elderly.
Oh, yeah, he took advantage.
I don't know if it's robbing because she went in eyes wide open, excited to do it. You know?
Yeah, that too.
Kieran Clayton says, hello, Graybeard. And Rita says, I confess I listen to him and read the emails. You know, a lot of people do. We can't tolerate him anymore.
But the thing is that they send in their encounters or information, and he interprets and gives his opinion, which he shouldn't be doing that because he don't know anything about these things. Even with all that information compiled, does not have the information and the knowledge needed because they're all guessing, they're all asking, they're all writing in for answers.
And I think he's getting scammed by, was he the one with Edgar or Victor? One had Edgar, one had Victor, but they both sound like.
And we've seen that many times.
Like plants trying to lead them down the wrong information. I'll give you a little more next week. I'll give you a little more next week just to string people along.
Yeah,
you know,
he's stringing them along.
Elastic says, yeah, Steve has no idea what's going on. I liked his beginning stuff. Was an interesting format. Now I think he's playing dumb to keep the emails coming. Could be.
Yeah. And Tracker Lorna says before that.
Oh, I missed one.
She can't watch Todd. Yeah, us either.
Yeah.
And Elastic Machinery says exactly, Jerry.
And Graybeard says Steve Isdall is wide open, wants to hear everything. The lack of discernment drives me up a wall. You can see him behind him in some of his videos. I think that's really.
I seen a big walking wolf behind him, and there was a tree. He was back on a four-wheeler, is in a tree across the lake area, and it was just looking. I mean, it was like in the tree, but you could see the head looking at him. Not the, it wasn't standing up in front to be exposed. It was like looking underneath the branches. I'm going to look at the size of the head on that thing, and he's just reading along, and like, well, I ain't seen nothing around here in 50 years. But
okay,
so
let's get, so we're all in agreement, basically. At least everybody that's chiming in, that of how this.
now let's see where she goes now.
Do we need
Okay,
to turn these lights off?
this is getting intense. Sitting here, standing, more like it. It's playing the singing bowl, and all of a sudden I hear way over in the background, like a whoop hoot. I was like, oh, okay. So I made sure everything was in my vehicle.
I got those out of order, so we're going to have to pick up on this first one. I'm not sure if I got that first part. Let me check. That was the wrong one again. Okay, well, this one, let's start with this one.
During my fire, dancing, singing bowls, dancing. I said that movement.
Let's try that again.
During my fire, dancing, singing bowls, dancing. I said that movement.
Okay, so right after the first one, she's in the vehicle and she's saying, you know, the new age stuff. Just be thankful for them coming in and seeing you and shaking your hand and bringing you donuts and coffee. That these predator Bigfoots are just cuddly Wookiees that just love people. Well, they do, but to eat.
They love
but,
people with high vibes.
Yeah. So
They taste better.
she's got her ringy bow.
Her singing bowl,
Her
Tibetan singing bowl, which
frequency
again,
bow.
yeah, it's another tool that people rely on.
And she's saying that she's out there singing, she's out there dancing, she's got her bow. Now these predators will mate. They will, and we're using the kind word.
If you read the book Bigfoot Gifters, you'll understand more about what they do and why they're doing it.
Yeah, if you get this book and you read this book, it has all the information in about what she's doing and what she doesn't understand that she's doing. So here she's saying, I'm dancing out here, I'm singing out here, I'm all alone out here. And this is her third night because everybody left at 1 o'clock. So it's about 6 o'clock now. The next one we're going to show you. So she's out there singing and dancing all alone. And these Bigfoots had 2 days to see who's all there and what's going on. But also these Bigfoots have seen everybody leave but her.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's out there just singing and dancing. She's doing her thing. She's got a fire going. And what does fire mean to a predator? Fires mean people, and people mean food. Either they're going to cook food or they are food.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a fire out there, coyotes, wolves, everything is going to come to that fire. They're going to smell that smoke and they're going to start heading to that fire.
So now she's trying to raise the frequencies to call them in. She's trying to lure them in. She wants them to come in there because she knows if she's just this spectacular high vibe individual that she talked about in the beginning, this grateful individual that they're superior and they will come there and they will love her and she's
share
special.
her their magical powers with the leprechauns.
Yeah, and she won't be scared.
And
Not
in
at
this
all.
book, we talk about the DNA. So if you read The Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path, you'll learn about what we call spider squatch DNA. Now, there is dog DNA in them. So you ringing that Reiki bell thing, that frequency, even with a dog, they're going to be pitch alert. And so she's calling them in. She's baiting them in. She's using her body. She's dancing around. She's
Using
singing
sound.
around. She's eating out there. What do you think is going to happen? That happens every time, especially on the
That's what
third
they want
day.
to happen. They want them to come in. Yeah.
So
Yeah, the third day is one of the most dangerous days.
Yep. And so they're coming regardless. They know she's out there by herself.
A lot of times they're just watching you the first couple of days, collecting data.
Yep. And now they see an opportunity. So let's see what happens after she's been dancing and Reiki belling.
Ricky Bellin.
On the car and start to really just ground into my body because as much as you can be prepared anyway. And then all of a sudden the hoop was a lot closer, and I mean like within a minute, like so I made sure everything was in my vehicle.
Yeah. Okay. Where was her grounding? She made sure everything was in the vehicle so she could get on out of there.
She stopped.
Where's that faith, girl?
Where is that being thankful?
You lured them in.
And being thankful that they're coming in at you now, and they're hungry and they're looking for a mate.
Around every direction, and it wasn't suddenly closer. There's more than one. You're surrounded. That's why she's looking there and she's looking there and
the one over there. And they don't jump from here to there. There's one over there, and there's one over there, and there's one behind you, and there's one over there. And
they're never alone.
And when we watch this, you're gonna see because she's pointing over there. She's pointing over there. She says that they come over there, and then she's gonna be pointing. She is getting surrounded, or
does she look comfortable and grateful? And
she doesn't look so thankful right now.
Why is her car packed? Why is her car packed?
Why did she put everything in her car?
Not that we disagree. We're glad she put everything in her car, and we're glad that she's nervous because she needs to be nervous, not using her singing bowl to lure them in.
Or wearing certain clothes, or
you don't want to look like good breeding stock.
Yeah, and you don't
out there. You want to be careful.
Male or female.
Yeah, you
don't want to be.
We had a woman get very offended at us because we told her that
these things are looking for an opportunity, and if you dress a certain way,
and that can make anybody mad that you want to, whatever, get over it. It's just a fact. Don't present yourself like bait either in any kind of way.
So this young woman is already getting, since everybody left, she's getting whoops already.
Yeah, she didn't like that they left.
More than one whoop already, and so she's getting surrounded. But she's thinking, well, I heard it over there, but just a minute later, I heard one over here. So
boy, they're fast.
They're fast. No, you got one over there, and one over there, and one behind you.
And they can throw their voices so that you don't know which direction they're really coming from.
And anybody who's read the book knows about bird language. Hear a bird, find a bird. Make sure that that's that bird chirping, not a Bigfoot mimicking that bird sound. Yeah. So let's go to the next little clip, because right now she's got these whoops and she's packed everything up already. And this is just hours after people left. It's maybe 5 hours after people left, because they left at 1. She says it's 6:30 now.
Yes, it's going to be getting dark soon.
It's going to be getting dark too. So let's see where she goes now.
Prepared in a way that if I'm scared shitless, I can leave. Because it's intense and I don't want to have a heart attack. No.
Literally tearing up.
She says, "Whoo!"
Ooh, their heart's racing.
She said, "I got my stuff in my
It's
car.
the high vibes. The high vibes.
I'm
will do
so
that. They make your
thankful.
heart-
I'm so thankful.
for
I'm
my
so
car.
thankful for my car.
I'm so thankful it's
That's
packed
like we're out there and packed. It's not far. I guarantee
and
you that
running.
car's. Guarantee you that car's in running distance.
Or it is running. The engine's
It's
on.
probably turned on, pointed out, ready to go down that road.
We hope so.
And she says, if I get that way, I'm rolling. I ain't hanging around here being thankful. Like I gave the advice to be thankful. Let me.
I got the advice from my boyfriend. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
let me
she was doing this before she met him. That's why they get along.
Now let me show this little clip.
Every huge interaction that I have, I am always in a space of gratitude.
Every interaction, I have
A
in
space,
the space of
gratitude.
gratitude. I am so
Grateful.
grateful.
Did she look grateful
She's saying, I'm ready to
for the
bolt.
interaction?
I got the car packed. I'm ready. I got everything packed. And she's gonna leave that fire
So she's lying to herself,
while telling the public
other people to do this.
what she's about to bolt on. When she's like, I'm packed, I'm ready to get out of here. But for y'all,
I'll stay here.
the advice for y'all is to gift them and be thankful and have your good intentions.
It's going to get intense, but that's a good thing.
But she didn't even say anything about that's going to get intense. She said
she
you're going to have
said,
amazing encounters.
But
she didn't say it's going to get intense. It's going to make you almost have a heart attack, and you're going to be scared and
your heart thumping.
And if you see one of these, she hasn't even seen these things yet. She just knows that they're around and she's panicking already. Now, if these things, because there are always more than one. If a whole group comes walking, they don't have to run at her because they can hold that car, and she still has to make it to the car. But if you see all these things just come walking out of the tree line or those bushes right behind her, they're already in that position. They've had 2 days to get in position.
Things that make grown military men, hardened men, defecate on themselves.
Yep. Yeah. And
wet
it
their
has
pants.
happened.
Hunters, tough, strong.
I know an Army Ranger
woodsmen.
that did that. An Army Ranger that we know did do that. And he bolted. He got out. And he left.
We don't
people.
shame him for that.
No, but he did leave people. And he talks about that.
I'm saying for that response, for that.
We might be talking about different people.
Okay.
But the one I know, and he even talks about on his interview, and we know who this person is, but he did that and he left those people that he took out there.
Oh yeah, we are talking about different people.
Because he was in his truck, which had big mag wheels off the ground, and it was still, and it crouched down and was watching him while he was sleeping. When he turned around and looked, because he was sleeping he didn't sleep in a tent like everybody else. Those other people were in a tent because they didn't believe. He turned around and looked out his car window, and the face was covering that entire door window. And he reached for his weapon, and that's when the Bigfoot took off tromping, and he could feel the impact. And then he put it in gear, it spun out and took off and left those people.
His body did that.
And this was an Army Ranger. So this young lady has no clue of what she's doing. And whoever taught her to gift needs to have a serious wall-to-wall counseling done, because they are putting this young lady in jeopardy.
Who's clearly got a kind heart. She just wants to love nature and be with nature, and most of the new age people are like that, and that's what lures them that way.
Thinking that you just got to be good to these predators that are man-eaters,
and they'll be good to you.
You can't do that with a wild lion. You can't do that with a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
You can't do that with
yeah. The cannibal human down the street, the serial killer. You're not gonna kindness them into changing their ways.
No, they're looking for a meal. And if you're the only one out there, like the woman on the last
And
stream that
it's
we
the
talked
right
about,
time.
or one
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
who had said, "Come outside, I'm hungry." They meant, "Come outside, I want to eat you." And she didn't go out there. She's like, "I knew if I go out there,
She's mind speaking with them. Watch
this."
last week's episode. Mind speaking, and the thought comes into her mind after giving everybody else advice and continuing to give everybody advice, just like this young lady,
So in these first two
to
clips,
communicate with these things.
she's ready to bolt.
Yeah.
First one, she's got her car packed. She said, "I've got my car packed. I put everything in there." Second one, she's saying, and she's hearing whoops. The second one, heart attack, just about. And
Eyes watering
and
up.
she says, if I get that that way, I'm bolting. I'm out of here." But in the beginning, she said, "Oh, just be thankful."
Well, in the
Every
clip we showed you in the
encounter,
beginning. Yeah.
the encounter is so amazing.
Yeah.
Just have your frequency ready and do your frequency thing. And she didn't explain frequencies. She didn't explain anything about that. She just says what everybody else says on the internet. Just raise your frequency
Take your
and
singing bowl out there.
or mix your frequency or equal your frequency. But she's not saying how to do that because she don't know.
Maybe
But she's
you want to
just,
raise your frequency, get close with the creator,
yeah, be with
not
God.
the universal mind, the ambiguous energy, with the actual creator.
Yeah. So like she just showed that, and it's a 7-second clips. We're gonna show it again before we show this next one real fast.
Every huge interaction that I have, I am always in a space of gratitude.
Always in a space of gratitude. Now let's watch this next one.
I'll be back. Okay. It's only been a few minutes, not even. By the fire. Back. Over here. There's a knock. Yep, a knock.
I think it's not going out anymore.
When I did hear the sounds, there was a shift in energy. It was completely silent. So that's how another indication that I know it was them, because it went from birds, squirrels, to absolutely nothing. No sound. No movement. Just the two whoops. Yep. Beautiful triangle, mountain, pyramid. Yep. And they usually come in over here. So. Whew.
Yeah, I got these out of order. That was supposed to be the last one.
Yep.
Let me scoot to this real fast, and hopefully this is in order.
Don't want to have a heart attack. No. So what I keep doing is reminding myself peace in my center, because no one can take my power away unless I allow them to. This includes, any type of, animal, being. Yep. So my heart rate is back down. And that beautiful fire right there. My arm's not long enough. Oh my goodness. Maybe if I keep my phone in my hand, then chances are they won't want to be photographed, right? It can't scare me that badly. Maybe, if anything, if I will drive on out of here. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, I will be back.
She is so nervous.
She is scared, heart attack.
Her body's telling her, danger, danger.
She's saying her heart, she has to bring her heart rate back down.
Still trying to convince herself that it's all about her good vibes.
And trying to convince the public,
yeah, even more dangerous,
to go out and do all the same things that she's doing, and saying that you're going to have an amazing encounter. You're going to have a good time out there. And she's not having a good time.
In the book, Body's Natural Warning Signs, page 114. Shall I read any of it? Or if you have the book, that's where that section is. One of the sentences, your body and spirit body are warning you that danger is near. Learn to interpret fear as a call to prepare for attack. This is why she wants to have her phone in her hand, because she's hoping that that will be a deterrent.
Hopefully that won't come in. And this is in the Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path. Let's take a couple comments.
Okay.
Start off with Rita's Roost.
I think I've had enough of him.
She said, I think I've had enough of him. Moving on to other ideas now. Good, good.
Scott says, perfect place for a camp, so close to the cover.
Oh my goodness. Oh, she's got the worst place.
And we recommend, if you go camping, do your
Did
camping and your
periods at
cooking
any time?
somewhere away from where you're going to sleep, if you must do it. Karen says, did she have her periods at any time? Not sure if you're talking about the tracker that went with Todd Standing or this lady, but there are researchers out there who encourage that.
Yeah. We found those items at some places.
We sure have. At Set Up Pond,
where big activity happens there, where people camp.
JR says Todd's big pursuit is suing British Columbia to give endangered species protections to Bigfoot.
Oh my goodness.
They are not a people. And they're just a giant predator. Scott says sarcasm. Deborah Mueller says it keeps cutting away from video.
Yeah, these are small clips, and
yeah, we don't have it on the TV right now. We just wanted to highlight some specific things. Tracker Lorna says she should stay in the city. She
shouldn't be going out there and doing this, what she's doing.
Rita's Roost says, I am a country gal, but don't leave me alone out in the woods, LOL.
That's right. Now without some weapons.
And as a country gal, Rita, too, we know to go prepared, with faith and with our weapons.
Yeah, everyone in country knows.
Wild hogs, wild dogs, wild pig,
everything.
The pigs, the
snakes, everything.
Bear. Cube says she has Bigfoot around her. That whoop is to distract her attention to far away instead of where she is in the clearing.
Exactly. They're already surrounding her.
And they don't whoop for deer. They whoop because humans are in the area.
Yeah.
Cube says, I hope not. Karen Clayton, that would not be good. Graybeard says food. Appalachian says food.
Yeah.
Kelly says mating ritual for them. That's right. And Katie has our book, Bigfoot Gifters.
And she's dancing, singing, smells like food, all alone.
Got high vibes. Tracker Lorna says fire rings the dinner bell. Yes.
It sure does. And she's doing everything that we say don't do.
Yeah, textbook.
But she probably learned it from Todd Standing.
Yeah, and 90% of the other videos out there. Cube says law of attraction, bringing in the right predators to eat you after you're dancing.
Yeah, you're saying, come and get me.
Appalachian says, Lorna, I like hot chocolate and marshmallows when I have a fire. Karen says, Q, what about Yowie Tours, Byron Bay? Yeah, maybe that's one we need to look up.
Yeah, we may have to look at him next.
Yeah, Elastic says Jerry with a laughing face. Scott says, is it me or has she lost her gratitude all of a sudden? It's not you. Cube says her
she
eyes.
has lost her gratitude.
Cube says her eyes look like fear. Not such good vibes after all. Yep.
Yeah, not so good vibes.
Appalachian says Scott, LOL.
Yeah.
Cube sees it too.
Yeah.
Rita says that girl needs to get her butt out of there.
That's right.
Appalachian says Cube, she was about to hit the panic button. She got keys and phone in hand. Tracker Lorna says pretty nervous. Yeah, it's
you
clear.
Can see that.
Joyce says that's like dancing on a stripper pole in a prison yard. Thank you.
It
well
sure
put.
Is. It
Joyce
sure
always
is.
has a good way of putting things.
Sure is.
Cube says, agree, Appalachian Mountain Man. All those good vibes gone to waste.
Oh, she's so thankful right now. She's about to have a heart attack.
Graybeard says, LOL, Joyce. Cube says, LOL, Joyce. Everybody's laughing. Rita says, I am scared for her.
Yeah, this young lady.
Because you have sense, Rita.
Yeah.
Appalachian says, what happened to we listen and we don't judge? Love her heart.
Oh, yeah.
And bless her heart.
I don't think she's hearing right now. Those keys in her pocket about to start jingling.
Tracker Lorna says, time to pack up and leave. We agree.
It is.
Cube says, we do, Appalachian Mountain Man.
She should.
Man, some of us have been New Agers in our past lives. I certainly was. And we mean in our, this lifetime.
Earlier.
This life, not
while we're still learning.
Yeah, not a reincarnation past
and
life.
she should have left when everybody else left.
Graybeard says, not hating on her, just not agreeing with her philosophy and wishing she were not teaching others her way. Exactly. She's adorable. She's just precious, and she's being taught all wrong and putting herself and other people in danger.
Yeah.
Trying to help them, but the good intentions take us the wrong way sometimes. Tracker Lorna says, pretty brave in the car.
Oh, yeah. She said, I jump in that thing and.
Yeah. Deborah Mueller says she left that singing bowl laying on the ground. Deborah Mueller says, but the fire, when they start charging, is she going to stop to put the fire out? Yeah, good point.
Good point. I don't think so.
Scott says she is definitely in fight or flight. Yes. And she hasn't even seen anything yet. She's just heard a couple of whoops. She's heard a tree knock, I think. That's pretty much it. She's sensing them there.
She's sensing that they're around.
But she hasn't even laid eyes on them yet.
She hasn't even seen one yet. But this is what they call interactions when they haven't seen them, but they hear something. Definitely fight and flight.
Oh, I went somewhere. I lost my place.
After Scott.
Yeah, why did it roll all the way to the bottom?
Cubaner says, yes, Deborah, makes little sense to me too. That is true. Appalachian Mountain Man says, I hear that, Q. We're all different in our younger day. Yep. Until we realized what was going on.
Rita says, I bet she got a lot of YouTube views from the video. That might have been a goal of hers.
I think she did on that one. I think it was 24,000.
Yeah, so there's 24,000 people
who learned
the wrong way to do things.
Learned the wrong way.
Karen Clayton says, wouldn't the frequency hertz of the bowl repel in one sense?
If it was like a dog frequency, like a dog whistle, maybe.
And it's noise.
If they're hungry,
humans.
If they're hungry, they're coming in. Yeah.
Cube says, views and clicks not worth your life at Rita's Roost. That's right.
They're sure not.
That's what Rita said. No, they're not. Truth Walker's here. Hey, Truth Walker.
Hey, Truth Walker. All right.
Cube says, no, Karen Clayton, predators have hunger to deal with. Frequencies mean nothing.
They'll make it through if that's food. They're going to share that.
Look, your little singing bowl isn't going to keep a demon out of the room.
No.
It's just not.
No.
Graybeard says, hi, Truth Walker.
Dog whistle will give you enough time to pull that trigger a couple times.
Cube says, hey, Truth Walker. Jamie says, Jerry, I thought too, yeah, there are people, but when I heard half a hunter with his skull crushed, half is missing, wait a minute, something wrong here. Yeah, human people don't rip your rib cage completely open and eat your soft tissues.
While you're still alive.
Joyce says, blessings, Truth Walker.
Mhm.
Karen Clayton says, angels mean like singing in prayer. Yes, that's a good way to raise your frequency.
Yeah.
Bob says, I'm always grateful when I'm out there. Also grateful to have a shotgun full of slugs and a blade that's 18 inches long. A samurai sword is on the shopping list. Great, Bob.
Good,
And
good.
look, genuinely, I'm grateful when I'm out in the woods too, just at looking at God's beauty. But
Yeah.
we're also sensible and aware, and remember that God warns us that there's danger out there.
Yeah, God's saying there's demons.
Nature can be brutal and merciless, and the unnatural things even more so.
Mhm.
Appalachian says, yes, sir, Bob. Jamie says, hi, Cube. It's wonderful to know the truth even when it's ugly.
Yeah.
Rita says, amen, preach it. Cube says, axes, knives, and compound bow increases my gratitude too. And Cube also has a sling, an old-fashioned David and Goliath sling that he's been practicing
Yeah.
with. Joyce says, now that's being grateful, Bob.
It sure is.
People are agreeing with Jamie. Tracker Lorna says, hear a bird, see a bird. That's right.
There you go.
Cube says, silence means there's a deadly predator nearby and she is still there. Bob
Yeah.
says, her name is Ashley.
Mhm.
Deborah Mueller says, she is terrified. Yeah, clearly she is.
Yeah, you can see that.
Cube says she needs to pray, and right now. Yes.
Exactly.
You know, but who's she praying to?
Yeah.
If she prays, who's she praying to?
Yeah. All these
And I'm
gifts
not
don't
trying to
seem
be
to
ugly, but
they don't seem to do that.
you need to pray specifically to the Creator, to God. Tracker Lorna says, girl, give your head a shake. Bigfoot don't care what you say. Jamie says, I feel she's her God-giving intuition. You're in danger, woman. We all have them. I got a bad feeling. Graybeard says, true, Jamie. Bernard's here. Hey, Bernard.
Hey, Bernard.
Says, greetings, everyone. And everybody's glad Bernard's in the room. And we're caught up.
Okay. So let's watch this next video real fast and see where she's still going, because she knows things around, or things are around.
Oh, I could have added
right back.
more sugar,
Okay.
or honey or something to this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna watch this video real fast,
I'll keep
and
my eye on it.
we'll be right back.
We'll be back. Okay. It's only been a few minutes, not even. By the fire. Back. Over here. There's a knock. Yep, a knock. When I did hear the sounds, there was a shift in energy. It was completely silent. So that's how another indication that I know it was them, because it went from birds, squirrels, to absolutely nothing. No sound. No movement. Just the two whoops. Yep. Beautiful triangle, mountain, pyramid. Yep. And they usually come in over here. So, whew.
looks like I loaded that one twice. So Bernard is here. Everybody saying hello to Bernard.
Bird language in the book starts at page 99, and this book is the Predator, Bigfoot, and the Spiritual Warrior's Path. When we talk about these different sounds and what you need to listen to.
And the Bigfoot Symphony,
Mm-hmm.
when the whole forest goes quiet, we tell you why it goes quiet in the book.
And then the next chapter is mimicking vocalizations and gestures. It goes on for several pages.
And that is in Predator, Bigfoot, and the Spiritual Warrior's Path book. That's also on Amazon, but also in the new book, which is also out on Amazon now, the Bigfoot Gifters, and also the Kindle version. So the things that we talk about, she's telling people to do when we say don't do it. And you can tell how frightened she is out there. How frightened she is out there. And we're going to play this one little part just so you know that she is a gifter. And we talk about the Bigfoot gifters. Also in the Kindle version. Now, let's hear it from her own self that she is one, so no one misunderstands. Huh? Okay.
Right on this area, right here, is my gifting area, ever since last year. They've given me tree breaks, right? This one right here is a tree break.
And she said they've given her tree breaks where she gifts, where she puts food or objects for them. She said they gave me tree breaks. And tree breaks make an ambush area for when she comes back. If they were right there, they've got a blind built because she's gifting right there. That tree break is not, well, it's for her because it's an ambush area that they built for her. It's not that they're bending a tree so it looks pretty for her.
No, they use these things.
Too close. Look at this.
They use these things to funnel you into traps. Watch out for those areas in the woods.
We need to make a picture of one of those.
We will. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm still working on it.
Well, I was thinking with a bow,
Uh-huh.
with a
This is one I'm still working on for the
it.
children's book. What?
A bow with a log underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
That shows if they jump over and put a spike there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had one.
Okay. We did, but I couldn't find it.
Okay. So now, well, are we? We're gonna have to touch the screen again
Okay.
to watch the other one.
Okay. Oh, to the one on TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we close it because it's 9, almost 10. What are you looking for?
I was looking for the one that you wanted.
Oh. Okay, so she is a gifter, and I got them out of order somehow. There's 2 of the same one. Let me try this one real fast. No, that one's not it. We're saving that one for the end.
Yeah.
So this person is in danger. She knows it, but she's still telling people that you can have a good interaction as long as you're thankful and have a good high frequency, and your frequencies are good. But in that last clip, she was already in the car, and it's still daylight. Uh, she didn't wait till nighttime. She is already in the car. That was probably about an hour after the interaction started. She's already packed up. She's already in the car. But yet she is telling everyone else, just be very, very thankful, and that you're going to have a great encounter. They're amazing encounters. And it's because she has a great frequency, and she's raising her frequency, and she's so thankful that these things happen, and that they come in on you and they show their presence, or they give you their presence. They didn't show themselves to her, and she's that way when they haven't shown themselves to her. Now, a lot of people say they have interactions, but what they're talking about is, I seen one way down there.
Blurred by. Thank you for the gift of letting me see you. Oh,
Yeah,
Sabe. No, and I don't mean that.
If they had an interaction, them coming up and shaking your hand or sitting down to eat with you, that's an interaction.
Right.
Sitting there and trading right there in front. Not that what they call interaction is something that they might have glimpsed at, or they heard the tree break. They called that interaction. And they're telling people you can go out there and have these same interactions and interact with the Bigfoots. But she was surrounded. Tree break, a whoop, tree break over there. She says they come in that way. So this whole area, and plus she had thick brush on that area. And she was completely surrounded. And she jumped in the vehicle and she called it a day.
And when people think that usually the people that call them Sabe and things like that, that they're doing something to protect you, or in the rare cases where you hear about something like that, is because there's something to their advantage or to their disadvantage about something happening to you at that time. It'll maybe cause a bunch more people to come in and herd them out of the area. Everything with them is about food and survival.
Mm-hmm.
That it there?
No, that's us.
I thought I had it set up already.
You did, but I think we had it too long. Maybe go to the history.
Now we're gonna go to the TV. Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
And show.
Gotta keep this on. Are we back yet? Okay.
Now we're gonna go to the TV and show you. Do I need to flip off this? Flip the switch off?
Oh, it doesn't have the TV connected, does it? You got every lot connected to that?
Double check.
Okay, give us 1 second.
Yeah.
But that one, we can leave that one.
Well, let's watch and see. We'll look at it and see.
Okay. Let's catch up a little bit real fast. That's where Truth Walker come in.
We're trying to find our place in the chat. We can start with JR there. Oh no, let's start with Elastic Machinery, who says you're a really good illustrator. Thank you, Elastic.
Where is that?
It's up right after Bernard came in, not too long after that.
Gratitude. We're past that.
Just under Tracker Lorna saying hi, Bernard Fox. Down a little. down a little.
That's what's cool. Do we read that one? Oh yeah. There's Bernard.
Yeah.
By saying hello. There we go.
Elastic Machinery says, you're a really good illustrator. Thank you. JR says, predator Bigfoots are building up her fear, adrenalizing her blood for them in advance.
They sure
And they can
are.
feed off the plain energy too. Those vibes she's talking about, they can feed off that fear.
Yeah.
Scott says, the blind leading the blind. Yes.
It is. And these people are just, they're getting so many views and they're talking to these people who don't know.
Vulnerable people.
You know, some people don't know as much as she doesn't know. I mean, she doesn't know, and other people don't know as much as she doesn't know.
Cube says,
If that makes any sense.
well, and these people are a little bit more dangerous because they know exactly where, they know just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
They know where to go to find these things. And really it's not far, but they know the signs.
Yeah.
Cube says, high frequency, just add ketchup. That's right.
Yeah. Just add ketchup.
People are agreeing with Life's Adventures here. Hey, Jim. Jim says, interaction for me is being hit, chased, or straight up combat. That's exactly right. Jim knows
that's
all about
an interaction.
Jim is a tough man, a veteran, and he came around the corner with one besides other stories, and you'll find his stories on our lives and also his channel. And he came around the corner and one nailed him, broke several ribs, collarbone, I think, and
that's an interaction.
Put him under for a while, and he is no slouch. It's a strong man that does carpentry. Like I said, veteran, just yeah.
Our friend from
so imagine
Alaska,
what he would do to this young lady.
You know, our friend from Alaska, they had a serious interaction where they knew they were food. This girl has never had something, especially as close as what Jim has.
Rita's Reese says, I have learned a lot tonight. Thanks for welcoming me into chat. Now I'm dozing off. Good night, all. Good night, Rita. Hope you come back and you can catch up on it in the morning on the video. Fraybeard says, good night, Rita.
Everybody's saying
good night to Rita. And she says, FYI, I have locked all the doors and I'm not going out in the dark. Good. And also make sure all your curtains are closed.
Yeah.
Get those windows covered.
Don't let anything.
Tracker Lorna says, have a good night, Rita. And Kelly says, sleep well, Rita. Lorna's welcoming Jim. And okay, we're caught up. Okay, this is the last video from her for the night. And then
I'm going to switch this. Let me go ahead and set this up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this around so you can see the other screen. And then we're going to watch her up to date. I think it's up to date.
This one's about a month ago.
After she is so freaked out, scared, ready to run, had her car packed, while she's also telling viewers to be very thankful for your wonderful interactions and that they're all great.
This artwork right here we have an issue with. It's beautiful artwork, but it's misleading. And this shows her frame of mind right here.
This is someone you don't want to take advice from.
Yeah.
Because this is not something that you want. You don't, and it's not going to be that kind, nice thing. It's going to be like, if you're that close, you're dinner.
She's got translucence around her.
She is going to, now of course, this isn't this person, but if anyone is this close, you're dinner. If they're that close, you're dinner.
Or you're a mate.
Yep, or both.
Dinner, then a mate. I mean, a mate, then dinner.
People have been taken and people have been, and we're saying mate in a kind way because humans don't take the way they do that as what we would say as a mate would do.
We know a poor old horse that's insides were on its outsides by the time it was done mating.
Yeah. And men alike, these things will go after men just as they will a woman or
And
even
it's
another
not because
animal.
they didn't have high vibes.
No. And they'll go after any animal, goats, cows, pigs, anything that they can get like that.
Yeah.
So let's listen to her right here and see how
Deluded.
she really is.
Researching Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Sabe for about 3 years now. I've had 6 visual sightings and multiple experiences with Sasquatch, as they have, I mean, they obviously aligned me to this path because I was not in any shape to even think about researching Sasquatch. That's not.
They aligned her to this path. She has made them her god.
Already. She's telling people this. After what we just seen her about to boat and run and got into her car in daylight. So this is not something, she was scared a few minutes ago, but now she's somewhere else where these things aren't around, out in the open. There's a car behind her or an open area. She's not in that same situation. And many people do that. Once they're in a car, if they're home, they talk a lot different than when they're surrounded out there.
What? That's not where Ashley was going. That's not where I was going.
Ashley,
It's just a personal irritation of mine when people talk about themselves in third person.
Yeah.
Like what, you know.
You talking about yourself?
Yeah. But anyway.
To even think about researching Sasquatch. That's not where Ashley was going. That's not where I was going. Anyways,
wow.
I've taken dozens of people into the book.
She's taken dozens of people into the woods.
Bush.
Now she says bush. That sounds like Todd Standing. He'll
Yeah.
say something like that. A city girl doesn't use that. They'll say in the woods or the forest or even in the park. That sounds like Todd Standing.
Yeah.
Ashley was going. That's not where I was going. Anyways, I've taken dozens of people into the bush, boots on the ground, to have live interactions. With
Stop. Boots on the ground is not. Look, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I don't have a flashlight, do I?
Here, boots on the ground is a term for the military. It's not for just general people who go outside. You're called a hiker. I got it. That's boots on the ground. If you're a veteran, you're boots on the ground.
Jim knows what boots on the ground
Yeah,
is.
Jim, they've earned that. This little
Scott knows what boots on the ground is.
Yeah. Stop all these Bigfoot people saying boots on the ground. I've heard it on several different channels. You're not boots on the ground unless you were a veteran. If you were a veteran, thanks for your service.
And went to war, things like that.
That
trained for war. And it doesn't matter what division you was in or what your job was, everyone was trained the same. And some made it back and some didn't. And that's going to war. That's boots on the ground, being in a war zone. Not putting on flip-flops, or she may have fluffy hiking boots or something.
You know, because if you want to talk about that, then well, everyone's boots on the ground because we all get up and walk and our feet touch the ground and we wear boots. You know, come on.
Yeah, and everyone who's been in the military, thank you. We were there together.
You can say in the field.
Yeah, in the
that
field.
That would be more appropriate. But honestly, come on.
And that's going to war, boots on the ground. That's landing somewhere in a war zone.
That's not where I was going. Anyways, I've taken dozens of people into the bush, boots on the ground, to have live interactions with Sasquatch.
Her live interactions is is seeing or hearing whoops or wood knocks. She calls that live interaction. She's never been face to face, and just like
Well, we don't know
Jim,
that much about her. I don't know,
she's
but it don't look like it.
no,
Doesn't look like
her face wouldn't look like that, and she wouldn't be telling people it's okay to try to conjure these things up to you. She would be saying you don't want to be out there with these things. You don't want to be trying to draw these things into you or where your families are. You want to keep these things away from you as far as possible. You will deter them. And even like whenever we're out in the field, it's to find out exactly where they are, what they're doing, who they're around, what houses they're going to. We're just getting the information for other people. And when we do our track and locates, we bring that information back to the homeowner and saying, you got some Bigfoots out here. We got the tracks. They're using your creek, or they're coming to your pond. They're coming in from the east, or they're coming in from the west. We tell the homeowner, and then it's up to them if they want us to help deter, which we can start with the lighting, the game cams, weapons and things like that to help them. But this woman wants you to have interactions and saying it's good and to bring them in. And I've taken people out and they've had interactions. If people would have an actual interaction, face to face or something that close, I wouldn't have my kids going out there. I wouldn't have anybody I know being with a person like this out
Okay.
there in the field. She's a very dangerous person by giving the wrong information.
I just looked up boots on the ground. The first definition says soldiers, police, etc., who are physically present somewhere in a military or police operation. And then there is a second definition that says people who are physically present in a place doing the work to achieve something. You simply have to have boots on the ground. The people in place to manage the fisheries was their example of a. But the primary and respectful boots on the ground is to those that are putting their lives in danger to do. And we're not talking about as it applies to this. It's just because you can say something doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
As you know, Sasquatch is here to teach us lessons. And
they've taught a lot of people lessons. When people don't come back, those people were taught a serious lesson.
They're also deceivers, mind speaking or running with demons.
The lesson is they will eat you given the chance. They will take your pets. They will steal your children. They will, as they say in a nice way, they will mate with male and female. If you're caught out there alone, if you're lost, if you make it back, you learned a serious lesson not to do that or not to be out there alone without a weapon. But she's trying to say they teach us lessons in a good way, like they're going to teach us how to have free energy, which we already, how to maximize our crops and how to bake better cakes. But she has got the wrong idea of these things.
And they have taught me lots, as I respect nature and I'm always willing to listen and learn, and they know this.
What did they teach you? What did they teach you?
What did they teach you?
How'd they teach you? Did they say it? Did they verbalize it? Did they say friend good?
Oh, if they say friend, back off.
Or
Get
did
away
they
from them.
like read to you out of a book on philosophy, or like what did they teach you?
And people like this, their channels blow up. Look, well, this only has 258 views, but the one that had what she said, spending time with Bigfoot or something, that one had 24,000. So she's a hit and miss.
Time.
Yeah, but she's sharing the wrong information that's going to get a lot of people hurt or killed.
What they teach her the night she was out there and so nervous?
Yeah, what was that lesson? What'd you learn out there
in your car and go
when you was already packed up?
Yeah, they taught that. That's for sure.
They taught her not to be out there alone, and so now she's taking people out. She doesn't want to be alone, so she's taking people out. And a lot of gifters will do that.
You're right.
They invite people because they're scared.
Yeah.
They want you out there with them.
But at the same time, they also want to feel important.
and special.
Special. So special
And this woman thinks she's special. She does. She thinks she's special.
to them, and she's not.
Yeah.
So I have built a really good relationship with them. Trust.
Define
Def-
really good relationship. That's what that
define-
lady last time said.
Has anybody ever had a good relationship with these things that didn't end up getting killed, hurt, maimed,
Disappearing altogether.
eaten, mated with, disappeared?
What's it-
There's so many
do you
disappearances.
Share dinner together. You sit down and eat together. Do you?
Play Monopoly together,
Yeah.
cards.
What's a good relationship? Talking about your values and
Them putting tree breaks right next to your gifting area so that when you come back, you don't see them right there so they could grab you.
is it mind speak? Do they teach you how to rip a rib cage open or to
What's
take
your,
an animal's insides out from its back end or
yeah.
rip a head off of something?
Or
What?
rip something from the inside out, reach down their throat and pull it from the inside out
Tie it in a knot, like
and
we've
tie it
seen
in a knot.
Yeah, photos of what they did to a coyote.
And those things happen.
Those are important life skills.
Me and all of this fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Oh, this is fun.
She was having a blast a while ago.
Yeah, she was happy and laughing and dancing until they showed up.
Look, and there's her mouth trying to close itself.
Yeah, her mouth
Trying to say,
shut
"Don't
its
talk."
own mouth
Eyes
up.
went sideways. Oh, her body said, "You lying.
You
Why you
lying.
always lying?"
Why? Why you make me lie? Your mind and your mouth need to get back on the same page. Oh my goodness. And she's saying it's happy and a good time out there while she was scared, ready to run, which she did.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Almost had a heart attack out there. Now she's telling
Bible
everybody
says
else.
men's hearts will fail them for fear of things coming upon the earth.
If they would have come out, she would have fainted or she would have just let them do whatever they wanted to do. There wouldn't have been no fight in that.
We don't want that for her or anyone
Or
else.
anybody else. That's why we wrote those books, to give everybody the information they need to not do this stuff.
Work on keeping my heart fully open.
Yeah.
Well, actually, your heart was about to, a while ago, you was about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, it was fully open, all right,
It
about
was-
to explode.
It was. You was. She said, "Whoa, I'm about to have a heart attack. I don't want one. I don't want one." And now she said, "Just keep
The
your heart
joy
open."
was about to roll out of her eyes.
Oh my goodness. And that's how people are. Once they're in their car, once they're
You can
home,
talk a big game then.
talk a big game.
Yeah,
But when you're out there in the field and you get surrounded,
adrenaline junkies.
especially if you ain't got a weapon, and
Well,
She
she
was-
did have her phone
yeah.
and her singing bowl.
And she was about to have a heart attack just standing there. And they didn't even show themselves to her.
She didn't even know what direction to look because she knew she was surrounded.
She didn't know which direction to look. Oh my goodness.
This is why, a big reason why they aligned me to this path.
This is why they aligned you to this path.
Yeah, yeah.
They aligned you?
Yeah, like God would.
Oh my goodness. This demon has already taken her over. If she thinks that these things are in control of her already.
She's under deception.
In 2021, October 2021, when I had one of the best mind-blowing experiences. And when I was hiking on the mountain, she gave out a whoop, and it really literally pierced my heart. I've never.
Wait till the teeth do.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait till the teeth do.
Experienced anything like that. I play with frequency. I do research in frequency.
Play with
and all
it, yeah.
You can do research and
Sure
play
do.
with it. Doesn't mean that you know what you're doing. You're playing with it and you're researching. Doesn't mean that you know. Just like whenever we hear people research or researchers, we're like, well, then you don't know.
You using it in a dangerous manner.
Researchers don't know. That's why they're researching. This book gives you exactly what's going to happen, what to do, where to do. I mean,
What not to do.
and what not to do. The new book, Bigfoot Gifters, has more information than this woman has ever seen in her entire life and doesn't understand it. But if she was to get that book, Bigfoot Gifters, and read it,
I don't think she'd listen.
I mean, if she would read it, she would understand what this whole thing is about. But she needs both books, actually. And she would have more information than her Todd Standing boyfriend will ever have unless they read that book.
And I've never had a sound actually penetrate like an organ, right? Like it went straight into my heart, which was
War Chief can tell you about that frequency.
yeah.
It went all the way through his body, and he went down after that.
Yeah.
A lot of people can tell you about that frequency, that growl that goes through you.
It's not a good thing, Ashley.
That's not a good thing, Ashley. Oh my goodness.
incredible.
It's not incredible.
I call myself.
And then again, she's at a long, far distance.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
She's not up close. She's not up close like War Chief with that thing growled right above him.
That would be a terrible screenshot. She's a pretty girl, but that one. I'd be
So every encounter, yeah, that's a good screenshot for her. Tell the truth. She goes, well,
it was great. It was great. I'll take some more people out with me.
Oh, it's not.
So they can have their heart penetrated.
Yeah, so everybody can have their heart penetrated by these things and their cavities ripped open. Oh my goodness, this person.
Nature infused ash, because everything I do, I'm always infusing nature into food, into teas. I just have a deep appreciation and respect for nature.
We all do.
You give your body
Most of us do.
what it requires, and it.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the people you put in danger.
Yeah. So if you love nature and God's creations, take care of the people that He put here.
And yeah, we're not talking about fruits and vegetables right now. We're talking about you taking people out, infusing whatever. These beasts will rip people apart, and you're trying to make it sound like it's such a good thing, and that
leading people on a dangerous path.
And people don't know as much as she. I mean, they don't know as much as she doesn't know, and she's still trying to be a person to give
an
information.
Authority on the information.
And she doesn't have all the information. She doesn't know the DNA of these things. She don't know what they will do.
Can you imagine a crowd of them sitting out there with their singing bowls and?
Oh my goodness! Calling them in, dancing and eating out there.
Putting apples out at their gifting area for them.
Putting the gifting area out, calling them in, whooping, tree knocking. So many of those researchers do that because they don't know what they're doing.
Will do miraculous things, you guys. It's mind-blowing. You can heal if you give your body the right things that it needs, and your body will speak volumes.
That's what we hate it too.
Take your minerals.
If you know how to heal people, tell them.
I wonder if
don't just say videos. Raise your frequency. Don't just say that. Tell them how to raise their frequency. Don't tell them if you give your body exactly what it needs, it'll do better, which it will. But tell them exactly what they need to eat, what they need for their body, and everybody's body is different. But if you leave it like that, you kind of sound like you know what you're talking about, but you don't know what you're talking about.
So, but she does supposed to do a lot of foraging and stuff with her nature infusing. So I don't know if she does on other videos or not, but it is true that minerals and the things God provided us in the garden.
And it's okay to eat better, but you have to eat specifically certain foods for your body. Your body is not the same as another person's body. And a home room full of people, you can have different people that need different foods to be healthy. And we teach that in the tracking course also.
And also on we've done live streams on it too.
And we've done live streams on it.
Yeah, the health live streams.
We've helped people who are not in the tracking courses, help them online, and their bodies got their pH balance up. They're doing very well, healthy, strong. Some older people are now trying to play basketball. From another friend who had their bad reports, and they said they may have heart problems. They used our system for 3 months, went back, and the doctor said, I don't need to see you again. Let's just do a yearly checkup because there's nothing wrong with you. Everything is balanced out.
We're just talking about foods and minerals.
Yeah.
Your pH has to be the proper level between 7.5, and your body can only get sick from the pH not being right, your body being too acidic, or from not having the proper minerals that you
Yep,
need.
being deficient. Yeah. And this woman's not telling you that. She's just saying that if you give your body what it needs, yeah, we know that.
We agree with
Tell
that,
us
but
exactly the foods we need to eat. Then you may have something.
so if somebody needs help with that, just contact us. We're not doctors. We're talking about food,
Yeah.
nutrition.
But everyone who's used this system, the healing system, has gotten better, and they are stronger today. And they'll even tell you this system will make you better and stronger, faster, and more healthier. But this woman kind of just tells you a little bit, but she doesn't have the answers. And anybody can tell you, like I was talking to the chief here, I said, this system will work. And he goes, well, people just need to eat better. And I said, yeah, but you're not telling them exactly what to eat. This person may need cauliflower. That person may need broccoli. This person may need strawberries. Not all the bodies are the same. So, and for her to say something like that, she's kind of putting everybody in the same bowl. You can't do that. Everyone's individual. And if you are in the tracking course or have taken the tracking course, we go over those mineral charts, those healing charts, what to eat, and what.
And in some of the live streams.
And in some of the live streams that we've done, you can find them also. If you look back on some of the live streams on, I'm not sure what the names are, but maybe it is on healing systems. But this person is not giving you that. She's giving you a ballpark kind of talk. She's not specific. She's not telling you what pitch is coming down the pipe next. So
that got you riled, didn't
yeah, it does. I hate it. All right, we'll go over it.
We're
If
2
you
minutes
listen
in.
to it.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes in.
Today I was sent a levitation thing, and about a couple years ago, Sasquatch
Okay, wait.
"Oh, everyone thinks we climb up trees."
I guess we could let her finish further, but she lost me at levitation.
She said she was sent a levitation thing.
So is that from the Bigfoots? Did they send you that through MindSpeak, Ash?
And she's just said that everybody thinks that the Bigfoots crawl up trees. Well, there's claw marks on these trees from 8 foot.
Oh, not to mention seeing them literally in the trees.
And seeing them in the trees and seeing them jump out of the trees onto the ground and hearing that thud also.
I guess she's going to tell us that they levitate into the trees.
She's going to tell us they're from riding spaceships, I think.
Today I was sent a levitation thing, and about a couple years ago, Sasquatch said, "Oh, everyone thinks we climb up trees."
A couple years ago, Sasquatch said what? Oh, everybody thinks we climb up trees.
Just like that? Did they say it just like that?
Oh my, this is a lying person here. Unless you're getting talked to by a demon through MindSpeak,
yeah,
these predators can mimic human voices, but it's small phrases like friend good, and
here,
that's
kitty,
here kitty, come.
That's pretty much it.
Puppy,
yeah.
They can say things like that because they're mimicking
a few words
to try to lure you to
They're
them.
not having a conversation with you. The demons are what's having a conversation with you
Through that MindSpeak. Yeah, so she's talking with
these
demons.
things and demonize these things.
Yep, if she says, or anybody else says, the Bigfoot said, well, on Tuesday we're going to have cake and ice cream, and then we're going to meet down at the park, and I want to ride the go-kart on, I want the blue one, not the green one. They're lying. They don't have that capacity. They don't have a language like us. But demons can MindSpeak and get that into them.
And they can project the images and the words and the thoughts into your head. And if you don't have a strong foundation with the Creator himself, you're not going to be able to separate and know what's your own thoughts and what's a demon's thoughts and what's God's thoughts. And the only one that can fix that is you.
Yep. So this woman's already fibbing. She's saying that Bigfoot is talking to her like we would talk to each other. They don't do that. She's talking to a demon.
Voices like that. Ooh, people say that we levitate.
People say that we play ball on Tuesday, but we really don't. It's on Thursday. Oh my goodness, it's person.
Today I was sent a levitation thing, and about a couple years ago, Sasquatch said, "Oh, everyone thinks we climb up trees. It's not true. We're using frequency to levitate, and you can do it too." Which again, they've always showed me how to get back to my.
Do it.
Do it, Ashley.
They showed you how, didn't they? Didn't they tell you?
You can do it too.
You
I
can do it. I want to see it.
That's kind of like her saying, all you got to do is eat this. They didn't explain,
you can do it, Ashley.
Even though they can have that, they just had that whole conversation with her. They didn't say, okay, this is how you do it.
You levitate in front of me, Ashley. I'm rebuking you.
Yeah. Yeah. You start levitating, we got a problem. You're going to get hit with a you're going to get hit with the Bible. Hard. You're going to get rebuked. You start levitating. Oh my goodness. Now a fallen angel.
2 minutes 33 seconds in.
Uh-oh. It's only a 9-minute video, but it's taking us 30 minutes to get 2 minutes in. Oh, okay. We're gonna go a little further, but no, Ashley, they haven't. If that's what they're doing, they would have told you, because you're communicating with them. They're talking to you. You're buddy, you're chummy with them.
And if you are levitating, you've got demons raising you up, kind of like the, what happened? You have demons raising you up, like,
we just
did our TV go out?
I think we just had a glitch. Look at
Sure
that.
did. So we can keep talking.
Happened. Something happened.
They don't want this knowledge getting out. If you are levitating, Ashley, or anyone else, that's the demons lifting you, kind of like when the kids say light is a feather, that stupid thing that they're doing, they don't realize they're dealing with demons. Or you are astral projecting, and then you're opening your body up and exposing yourself and going into dream worlds and other realms that expose your body to demons that will either attack your body while you're gone and infested.
We start talking about demons and
or
it goes
they will
out.
come right back in with you. So yeah, levitation's not a thing. It's not a goal, Ashley. Don't do it. If they start trying to levitate you, don't do it. Don't astral project. Don't remote view. The Bible doesn't tell us to do that anywhere. Matter of fact, it warns against such things. Hold on. Oh, I'll catch up on. I'll just read the. While we do this.
While we load this, go ahead.
Let's see. We got a lot
back
of
to my multidimensional self, aligning me to the gifts of.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we're at. Let us catch up on comments. Talk about demons and our power goes out.
Jim from Life's Adventure says, you want to keep your distance from these creatures. Always be on alert. Exactly. He has firsthand knowledge.
Where we at?
Find Jim right there.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And then Jamie says, oh, that painting, as if it's a friendly magical creature. They're not Peter Pan. Exactly, Jamie.
Exactly.
Cube said she's a tour guide. Oh, misleading people and leading them into danger. Yep.
She is dangerous.
And probably like Todd has taught her, go pee on everything.
Yep.
Cube says stolen valor, to use military terms, as she's been in the military, misleader and a pretender. Kelly says, thank you to all the veterans for all you do. Did I miss it?
Scott says training, conditioning, logic, and brains.
Where is that? Did I scroll?
Yeah, right before stolen valor.
It's not on mine.
Okay. Cuban there says stolen valor, to use military terms. She's been in the military ? Misleader and a pretender. Yeah, pretender. We got a thing coming up.
That's weird. I wonder why I can't see Scott's.
Kelly the Most High.
Where are you at?
She's saying thank you to all the veterans for all you do.
Huh.
Are you there?
Yeah, but I still can't find Scott's. Cube says veterans made all of our country safe and free. Kelly says I come from a family of veterans. Respect. Appalachian says Cube, I don't think it's stolen valor. I think she just wants to seem more important than she is. Cube says I hear that too. It irritates me that some people have to inflate their ego to be seen as important. Appalachian says Cube 100%. JR says maybe she's being spared because she's spreading the false information to so many ignorant mental sponges, enticing more food to go blindly into the forest. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Elastic says, hey, lost that lesson.
Yeah.
Kathy said, hey, Kathy, how you doing? Says, listen, Jerry knows.
Hey, there's Kathy.
Cube says, yeah, I was thinking that too, JR, spared to lead masses into a bad situation. And they're gifters. They're, yeah, food in the pantry.
Jamie says there's a handful of researchers with years of research and still didn't get it. He said Bigfoot will kill you for a slight of disrespect. He didn't know hearing a baby cry he didn't know hearing a baby cry in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're trying to get you into the woods.
You know, I don't see that one on mine either.
Jim's Last Adventure says that free energy, you better take and use it and run as fast as you can. Yeah, if they give it to you.
Cube says, Hallie told Kathy, everyone's welcoming Kathy. Tracker Lorna says, all the wrong knowledge. She is going to put other people's lives in danger. Yes, already doing it.
Already doing it.
Appalachian says, dang, she is the definition of the blind leading the blind into a deep ditch. Yep.
Yeah, right into it.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying hi, Kathy.
Yeah. Let's see. Elastic Machinery says they tie darn snakes together. Yes.
They sure do. You're
It's
right.
sadistic things.
Yeah.
Elastic Machinery says then leave them.
Yeah, sure do. Coyotes too.
And rip a head off a moose or strangle a moose and stare into its eyes to watch it die. That is not normal animal behavior.
Sure isn't.
Appalachian says, Elastic, I haven't heard that before. Jim says, what is the name of her YouTube channel? It's Ash K.
Ash something. Yes.
Okay.
Ash
it's
K.
there on the.
Yeah, it's on the screen right now.
It's on the screen, Jim. And we don't, like we said, we're not saying you would, but just a reminder, we don't want anybody going to bother her or pick on her or anything else. But you know, we're doing what we're doing. Very used to educate people.
Just to educate.
Graybeard says that face belies her words constantly. Yeah, she's lying to herself and everybody else.
She is.
Elastic Machinery says they taught me my third eye organ looks like a pine cone. How? One launched a pine cone and hit me right between the eyes.
Oh wow. Oh,
Cube says it looks like she's struggling to speak. She has inner conflict. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Is it my imagination? Has her face changed? No, she does. She is continuously doing that.
Yeah.
Jim says, you know, I'm not going to deny the fact every time I go into these woods, I'm scared as hell. Yeah. Because you have good sense, Jim.
To know that what they can do.
And you know what they can do, yeah. Cube says, I understand that Las Venturas happens to me too some days.
Wow.
Elastic Machinery says, and I think he meant to be talking to Jim. Elastic Machinery says, you're walking around the woods alone with an open heart. Hey, lady, fog breather, the quickest way to the heart is through the chest, right?
Yeah.
Appalachian says she is about to be infused into nature.
She's about to be infused.
And have nature infused into her, or the unnatural.
Yeah.
Jamie says, Jerry, one researcher after a frequency hit urinated blood. I believe it. He damaged his kidneys.
It can be done, yeah.
Jamie says some researchers have conventions. The place sells out and it's all theory. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one right before that says, even
aquatic
animals who shoot frequency through water to stun prey and disrupt their organs are deadly, and they have a thicker medium like water to go through. Imagine free flowing air. Yeah, and these things do have fish DNA also, so they can use the echo system.
You know, I don't see that message on here either. This is so weird. I'm not getting all
this
the
is
messages.
A weird night. This is a weird night.
Yeah.
And Jamie said some researchers have conventions the place sells out and it's all theory. Yeah, you're right. They have no idea what they're talking about, but they're talking like this thing's Chewbacca or Peaceful Wookiee.
Appalachian says, Jamie, I went to one of those conventions back in the summer. 90% of it was a joke. Seriously, we vended at one of those conventions a couple years ago, and we had people walking around in there and listening, and they kept coming back out to our table saying, I've learned more out here at this table than I did from that whole group of them in there.
That's
And that's
all
just the
those
truth.
speakers. Yeah, all those speakers.
Scott says, I've seen one in a tree. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott also seen one. The fur behind him.
Yeah.
In the window when he kind of glanced and seen it.
Yeah. Oh man, he's got a lot of bows out there at that property.
But he's taking care of that.
Yeah. Cube says levitation, it gets worse and worse, right?
It does.
We knew she was a new ager.
She's getting.
Cube says, me too, Scott. Seen Ness here too. Scott says she is talking to something maybe, but it's not the big ugly. Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Elastic Machinery says, wow. Life's Adventures. Jim says, me, a Sasquatch had conversation and they love beef jerky.
Yeah.
Jamie says, even Bob Gimlin doesn't know what he has on film. Look at all the fame he got, but still doesn't know. And we've actually done a breakdown of the Sierra Sounds, and it's not what people think.
Bob
Yeah,
Gimlin's,
section of. Oh, I'm getting
Patty.
him mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. And that film's been done to death, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And Deborah Mueller says, Lead Tracker E, make sure your chat is set to all messages, not just top messages. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how I did that because I didn't set it at all.
It is on top messages.
Let me see if I can fix it. Thank you for that. I don't see on here how it's not letting me change it. But Jerry will catch the ones I miss.
Okay.
Kathy says, zero
Deborah Mueller.
respect for Gimlin.
Next one. Deborah Mueller said lead tracker. Oh, that's where she said check the top messages. Yeah, zero respect from Gremlin. Yeah.
And Jamie says, I don't look at the woods the same. Anyone I hear, some people disappeared in the area. I just think predators. Yeah.
Us too. We're like, we know what's in
not
there.
all human trafficking out there.
And you can see the bows and the signs of these things out there. And
yeah, it's not letting me change the chat thing on here for some reason. But thank you for that. So I'll let Jerry catch any.
I don't know where we're at. I know it was at 2 minutes or something.
Okay.
Let me try to back it up just a little bit, see if we can find that spot.
We'll try to let her get through one full sentence before.
Sasquatch said, "Oh, everyone thinks we climb up trees. It's not true. We're using frequency to levitate, and you can do it too." Which again, they've always showed me how to get back to my multidimensional self, aligning me to the gifts of that we've had like dormanted, right? Really, literally, we are like a GMO'd form of Sasquatch.
Oh, okay. We can't let her get all the way through.
We can't let you get away with that one.
We're a GMO'd form of Sasquatch. Wait, and there was something before that too. No. They are a mutated form of us from stolen DNA, and the predator, the original predator DNA mixed together. That's the unknown. They're not a mutated. They weren't here first. As far as they weren't humans first. They're not original man.
And even in the Bible, God says made man, not predator Bigfoot and then man.
Yeah, made man in God's image, and God does not look like these things. And
so the way she's putting it, that would mean that man is made out of a Bigfoot image.
You're right.
Not in God's image. She's saying
good catch.
Man's made out of a Bigfoot image.
And what she say right before that was something else in me.
Let's see.
That we've had like dormanted, right? Really, literally, we are like a GMO'd form of Sasquatch.
Literally, we're not. Is dormanted even a word?
No.
Sasquatch was like the first people or first being on the earth, and then
No.
That sounds like Todd Standing with the wrong information. Shared it to her. Now she's sharing it out to other people. All this wrong information is going to get people killed out there.
And look, if you're not a Bible believer, that's fine. This just won't be the channel for you.
Yeah, she's leaving God. She's saying God made one of the biggest
Them
mistakes.
first. Yeah.
Made a demon predator Bigfoot, and we came from that. We did one
What
over.
an insult to
It is.
God.
This woman is just. She is
Listening to the
disrespecting God. Just
removing God from the equation and replacing him with these things.
and saying and she's saying that we come from a predator animal hybrid instead of God saying I made man, made Adam,
And said it was good.
and said it was good.
She's
Oh.
worshiping the reason God made the floods.
Yep, she sure is.
GMO'd form of Sasquatch. Okay, so like Sasquatch was like the first people or first.
And they're not a
Barton,
people.
taking a deep swallow, deep breath. She don't even believe herself.
These predators are not people. They're not humans. They have bits and pieces of human DNA.
Literally.
Because they've been eating humans. Let me see if we got. Okay, we're going to play a little 30-something second clip, and let's hear from someone who's done a DNA study on this. This woman hasn't done it, and she's not a scientist.
But we went further. We went into the nuclear DNA, which is the DNA that's inherited from your mother and daddy. And what we found there was it was not human. It had bits of human sequence in it, but it didn't align well with anything that we've ever seen. And we did a cursory look at the whole genome using just single mutations. And when we did that testing, it fell well below the human threshold. It should have been up above 95% of these mutations appearing, and it was down in the 87 percentile. And this was pristine DNA.
Even Melba didn't understand really what she had. She came to a different conclusion.
And that's someone who knows their DNA. This woman has. Oh my goodness!
She's just listening to mind speak. She received it. She's getting.
And she's listening to other researchers too.
Yeah.
People who don't know, who's guessing.
Well, I mean, probably the Bigfoot that said, "Well, we just."
Yeah, he listened to the demon and said, we
levitate up there,
and we're before you.
You know how you can do it.
You're our slave. You're our subordinate. You're our.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this.
Like a GMO form of Sasquatch. Okay, so
like one or literally one.
Yeah, like one or R1.
The Sasquatch was like the first people, or
they're not people.
First being on the earth, and then aliens came and then created us as GMO. That's how.
You mean demons?
Demons, gene manipulation, and then we were created after all the demons and after all the predators were made. Then we were made. You should read the first part of the Bible. Just open the book up.
Yeah, start there.
Start there. Start reading there. Just open the Bible up and start reading there.
You won't have to go searching for your knowledge. You won't have to levitate for it. You won't have to use a singing bowl for it.
Go into some spiritual realm to do it.
No astral projection required.
Astral projecting, levitating, demon talking.
You don't have to feed him. God doesn't make you feed him.
No, just, oh my goodness, this person.
I have learned that's what they've shown me, and this is my truth.
They've shown this is her truth. That's another irritation of mine.
It is.
Sorry, there's not my truth, his truth, her truth, their truth. There is the truth. There is one truth. There's just a truth. There's truth.
Open the Bible up and find it.
The truth.
Yeah. So she's giving everyone her truth, not the truth, because she don't have the information.
Her truth from the Sabe.
She hasn't even read our books that we put out for people to find information. She hasn't read the Bible because she's going against God from the beginning. This is her truth. This is not the truth.
And Sasquatch said, no, you just got to change, you know, your
Oh, that was
vibration, come into coherence, resonance with the frequency of what you're trying to achieve. So you can levitate by using a specific frequency. Again, I'm learning on discovering that
Oh, but
frequency. I have
it was
not
a
yet.
few years ago. It was a few years ago. He hadn't taught you in 3 years.
He hadn't
Sasquatch, your
taught
friend,
you-
when y'all were having your good relationship
They just had that
dinner together.
conversation and left it at that. That's all you got to do.
Come back next week. Bring me 4 more apples.
I want some steak next time, and bring a friend.
Yeah, bring a friend.
Bring a couple people with
Friend
you.
good.
Friend good. She's saying Bigfoot's teaching her this, and he goes, well,
Yeah,
I'm still learning.
All you got to do is.
All you got to do is this. Now, next subject.
Remote viewing
And she's trying to pass this garbage off
to other people and put them in danger. All you got to do is go over there and pee on that tree.
Oh my goodness, this woman or person,
and rub a singing bowl.
and
with
rub
a
a
stick.
singing bowl, and you can take off and.
I've learned how to go into liminal space and align to different frequencies out in quantum realm, aka.
Hey, I tell you
That
what,
AKA?
when I have my new age shop, I'd have loved to seen this customer coming. I got about 45 books over there. Knock yourself out, little lady.
But she's talking about astral projecting. She's talking about even when you go to sleep, she's talking about demons coming into her dream world and talking with her. And we even talk about that in the new book, Bigfoot Gifters, about knowledge, about giving you knowledge. They're not going to give it all to you because they want you coming back.
Sure, just like the enemy, just like Satan. Shaitan.
And if anybody has got the new Predator
the keepers
book,
of the sacred knowledge.
if anybody has got the new book,
God didn't say only certain people can get this information. Jesus didn't say only certain people can get this information. He said it's open to everyone. Share it with everyone. Tell everyone. You don't have to jump through hoops and do this and that. You just have to talk to them.
yeah, there we go. There we're back.
I was on a little rant. I'll start over. God did not tell us that we have to, Jesus didn't tell us we have to get secret information. We don't have to jump through hoops to get secret information. That's the enemies that do that in human form and in spirit form, in demonic form, that try to be the keepers of the Akashic records and, you know, all the sneaking through the side door and the back door to get your information.
Oh, this person here. Yeah, she's talking about demons. And they go hand in hand with these predator Bigfoots. And if you got the new book, Bigfoot Gifters, look in that part where exchange for knowledge, I think is the title.
I have an idea. Instead of feeding Bigfoot, take some of those apples and go give some to some of the homeless people, or, you know, the little struggling family down the street that's trying to take care of their kids. You want to give some food, do it that way. You know, it's a much better feeling. And that's what Jesus would say, feed your neighbor. He wasn't talking about
Don't
these
feed
things.
a predator that's going to feed on you later.
Nature and learn how they teleport, how they go in and out of our realities, and stuff like that.
You know, and stuff like that. See, there goes her mouth again, trying to shut herself up.
Look, we're talking about demons and everything, and our computer just going crazy. And stuff like that. Stuff like that. You know, that would be something, you know, you would want to know, and you would say, well, I need more information. Let me get my notebook. Let me record this. Let me have, you know, but we don't talk to demons, but for someone like that, you think they would ask for a little more information than stuff like that, and would be happy with them saying, you know, and stuff like that. This woman is lying all the way
Mhm.
through this. I don't care
And whatnot.
and whatnot and whatchamacallit and
And such.
thingamajig.
Yeah.
And if anybody who watches her could believe a word that this person is saying,
Get themselves into a lot of trouble.
yeah, they're gonna, and they may even get their family in trouble for listening to
Absolutely.
someone like this.
Okay, so there's that. And
Phew.
they've taught me how to
Can you
purify the land with us as we are the light. And if we're doing the inner works, again, you guys, we have to do the inner work to be able to align to our, say, dormant DNA that's coming back online. We're coming back to our multidimensional self.
Oh,
We're
This
because,
is so new age.
or you could pray
Yeah,
and talk to God in your inner closet.
this is so new age stuff that you will hear on the internet.
In some churches now, even.
Oh my goodness, these people don't know
New Age has
anything,
dreadfully crept into the church.
and they're guessing, and they're not. They don't have the information, and just given a little bit of anything, and not fully given the entirety. They don't know what they're talking
Did
about.
God really say that, Eve?
Oh my goodness, this person.
You want the knowledge? Just go take a little bite of that tree.
I know this is only 9 minutes, so I don't know if we're gonna make it all the way through. I'm
It's
getting
okay.
about to.
Getting aggravated?
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're
Okay.
good.
creating these realities, and it's so true. Like, it's been happening for the past 5 years now. Like, it's miraculous. I've seen manifestations, frequency.
That's called demons. You've seen demons. You're communicating with demons. That's what's manifesting in front of you.
Just really become the frequency of what you want to attract, and that literally is getting and healing those blocks within you.
So you're becoming the
And
frequency
going back to
of
the original
Bigfoot.
blueprint that we were given.
She's becoming the blueprint, or she said, become the blueprint of what we're given. But she's saying that people are Bigfoots.
Yeah.
So she's saying you need to become a Bigfoot.
Become and you attract. Become what you attract. What you want to attract.
Yeah, become what you want to attract,
Yeah,
which
because
is
for
a
some
Bigfoot.
people that's a Lamborghini.
So
For
she wants to attract Bigfoot.
yeah,
So
for
she
her,
wants to
it's a
become a Bigfoot.
monster.
And then she said, be the blueprint of what they
That God
are.
already designed you to be. He did already design
You
to
are
be, but
what-
she's removing him.
She's removing him, but we are the blueprint. We got the fingerprint. We got fingerprints.
Right.
But she's saying that people are Bigfoots. So she's saying people need to become Bigfoots.
That's why she's searching so hard to find them and become it.
Oh.
You want a blueprint, follow Jesus. Follow Yeshua.
Of what you want to attract, and that literally is getting and healing those blocks within you, and going back to the original blueprint that we were given when we had the innocence, like children, right? I allow my kids to speak, especially my youngest. You know, I've never questioned what he says, what he hears from spirit, all of it, and it's really anchored in a really good relationship with me.
What spirit is she talking about?
The universal mind, the hive mind.
And where's God?
You never question your child. You never guide them or teach us. Free for all.
And if you're an open door and you've already invited Bigfoots and predators and spirits and astral projecting and demons,
child.
Of course your kid's going to be like, I'm talking to something.
Something's talking to me.
And she's not questioning nothing. She's like, oh, okay,
not teaching him how to protect himself.
She's not teaching him to pray against that stuff.
Wow.
She's inviting her entire, and that's a gifter. They endangered their entire family.
They're sacrificing to the little gods.
And if you read the Bigfoot Gifters book, you'll understand what we talk about, that they'll sacrifice their family and everything. And that's what she's doing.
Universe for him and creating his own reality, which is spectacular.
Creating his own reality.
So he can play with a demon, his friend.
Let's remove God completely out of the picture. And Lord, you know I'm not saying this about you. Remove them completely out of our picture, make ourselves the little mini gods, worship the little bigger little g gods, and we'll create the reality instead of
Our
just
computer's just
doing what
going
we're
crazy,
supposed to
so we're gonna
do.
try to get through this quickly.
Wow, it is.
Anyways, I'm
Wow.
here to help people align to their natural selves so they can align to Sasquatch and continue to grow themselves in the Sasquatch
Look at her, look at her.
realm, I guess, right? Because
That
like,
was interesting.
we can achieve, they have so many abilities and we have all those abilities as well if we can figure out how to bring them back online. And going,
Whoa, I thought Bigfoot was teaching you all
Wow,
this
look at
stuff.
that.
Yeah, that's our computer
This
going
is a
crazy.
new one.
So anyway, you want to end this before it messes
Yeah,
up
it's
real
more
bad?
the same. You can go look up the video. Sasquatch chose Ash K.
They chose her, so we're gonna switch this around because our computer is just really going crazy talking about demons. Give us a second here. Maybe that'll fix it.
Yeah.
No, not
Wow,
really.
look at that.
Not
This is a
really.
new effect we haven't seen before. Weird.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and close it up for the night. Y'all have enough information.
We're
Go.
gonna play one video
Oh yeah, yeah.
for
This is
you,
fun.
and then we'll come back if this is still online. We hope you can hear us.
Pray
And
against any electronic interference. That isn't from God.
it is. And you
That
can
isn't
see
from the Creator Himself. You know.
that's so we're gonna try to play this video for you, and hopefully if it holds up, we'll be right back.
Nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. I got rhythm, I can't miss the beat. I got new skank, sorry. I got something. When can I tell? Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. Cause I gonna make you see. Nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, 'cause I gonna make you see. There's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. My imagination. 'Cause I gonna make you see. There's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. I got rhythm, I can't miss a beat. I got new skank, sorry. I got something. When can I tell? Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, 'cause I gonna make you see. There's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me.
Yeah, we're still
Still glitching. We already said our prayer on the chat. So we're going to go ahead and log out. Everyone have a good evening. And we love you. So beautiful. Look at us.
Are we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
Nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. I got rhythm, I can't miss a beat. I got new skank, sorry, I got something. When can I tell? Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side self, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. Oh, 'cause I gonna make you see. There's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, 'cause I gonna make you see. There's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have